get rid of the Ron Paul supporters is basically what it sounds like to me from all the stories I've read, about 3 or 4 different stories on this.
I'd really like to go in. Sorry, I'd like to caucus. Organizers and volunteers presented voters with a form, an affidavit to be signed under penalty of perjury.
So they concocted this little litmus test to prove that you were Jewish and you should be allowed to vote in that late night vote. And they was trying to make Ron Paul supporters sign a piece of paper that basically said they were Jewish.
Yes, because they only they can't come in if they don't sign it because they're not. That's what they need to do.
Now this is the thing. We all know that in this country you cannot discriminate against people for religion, race.
Ron Paul supporters until I get the vote and the vote in.
He eventually found a way inside.
What the fuck, G? Every Ron Paul supporter's civil right.
An attorney who showed up at election laws.
I would imagine that they would be concerned that they would be committing a felony by turning you away.
Some stuff going on in Washoe County. Basically, MSNBC at 8% had 298 votes for Mitt Romney, which is pretty consistent across the board. Everybody was pretty much reporting the same thing. Fox has got him at 298 votes at 8%. And we go over to CNN. Here's where the shenanigans start. It's very obvious. Washoe County, 3% reporting. That's 5% reporting less than anywhere else. And we already have Mitt Romney at 1,500 votes.
How could Newt Gingrich be in second place and they hadn't counted the votes? Newt Gingrich didn't even have a campaign office in Nevada. Ron Paul and Mitt Romney did.
Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Newt Gingrich! Mitt Romney! Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Newt Gingrich! Ron Paul! Mitt Romney! Newt Gingrich! Rick Santorum! Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Ron Paul! Ron Paul? Rick Santorum. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul.
Rick Santorum. Rick Santorum. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. Rick Santorum. Ron Paul. 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 Rick Santorum. Rick Santorum. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. 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 Newt Gingrich. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Rick Santorum. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Wait. Wait. 11. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Newt Gingrich. That was a blank one. Newt Gingrich. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Mitt Romney. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. Ron Paul. And Ron Paul.
In this room, the votes were 1 no vote, 11% Trump, 42 for Gingrich, 49 for Romney, 153 for Paul. You guys, totals, alphabetical order. Gingrich 42, Paul 153, Romney 49, St. Paul 11, and there was 1 no vote.
Backstage coverage we're seeing for the very first time. Serene.
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison fight. Let's go ahead, Terrace chasing those for the head of the pit.
Broad is brought to you by Diebold, because when freedom dies, it dies bold.
Now watch the rest of the results and pay special attention to the numbers.